Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm playing Monster Train. We will be going through some more expert challenges until we reach the bottom. But I want to go through all of the expert challenges. At least once. So the next one is Homework. Prove that you can win once with no combat previews. Aw. That's not fun. Alright. Sure. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what clan combination I use, so I'm going to use Awoken Wurmkin. This is a clan combination where the only time we've gotten a divine victory with Awoken Wurmkin is back on Covenant rank 3. When we did that with Awoken Wurmkin, no exiled starting cards. So exiled would be completely different, and I'm interested in doing completely different. Why not? I also enjoy playing with Wildington, so yeah, let's go. The highest Covenant rank was Covenant rank 3. Alright. We're gonna have to do the math ourselves, because the game won't help me. Alright, starting with Restoration Detonation, Bogfly, and Preserved Thorns. I really like Preserved Thorns. I don't tend to like Bogflies that much. The Restoration Detonation can be good. It really can be good. So, 3 of these starting cards I'm on board with. The other 2 I'm not sure. We're fighting against Seraph the Patient. Seraph attacks every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains attack on rally and incant. The melee weakness is kind of worse with this particular expert challenge. Because we won't know how much damage is being dealt. Oh man. I'm realizing that choosing the Awoken is a little bit weird because they have a very heal focus, and the heal focus we might care about how much damage is being dealt to our units. So we're going to have to calculate that ourselves. Room combat previews are disabled. The math challenge. Alright, let's start with upgrading our champion, I think. Upgrade the champion first. So, Thorn Lord adds more sting spells to our hand and has an incant +1 attack. I really do like that. I don't think I care very much about the quickness. But the other thing that I care about is exploring all of these champion upgrades. So let's see which one of these we've actually gone all the way to the upgrade number 3. According to my notes, I've seen Thornlord 1, 2, and 3, and Predator 1, 2, and 3. Actually, the only one from Wildington that I haven't seen all the way to 3 is the Strangler, which is not one of our options. So, I'm going to pick Thornlord. I like Thornlord. The 5 attack starting is not so great, but the incant trigger when you've got Preserved Thorns is pretty nice. So yeah, let's do that. Thornlord. So Sketches of Salvation is pretty excellent to start with. It is very much worse because we have 2 Bogflies. The 2 Bogflies really hurt taking Sketches of Salvation, but otherwise, it's pretty nice. Spell cards with Consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. It's nice when you're playing with the Wurmkin. It is nice when you're playing with the Wurmkin. We have 1 Consume spell already. I think I've got to choose Sketches of Salvation if we're offered it at the very beginning. It's just potentially too good. So let's do Sketches of Salvation. And I really liked Winged Steel. Winged Steel is especially good with lots of sting spells because you might draw up to 10 in your opening hand, and then you play 3 sting spells and you draw an 11th card. So it's in some ways better than Herzl's Compound. If you're already drawing 10, you can get up to the 11. So, let's take Winged Steel. I don't know how we're doing so well. The Sketches of Salvation is amazing, potentially, but not yet. Let's see how we do. I think I do like getting a unit draft. We've got a lot of sting spells. We don't really care too much about the attack in the first one. Alright, one of the questions that I have is, if I do a spell, does it show me? It shows me if I use a spell what's going to happen. Okay, that's good. I want to put the Wildington at the bottom, but the 26 attack there is really sad. It's just that if we put Wildington at the bottom, we'll be slinging stings around all the time. It's just that the 3 stings that we get at the very beginning aren't enough to kill both of these. And the Echo Break won't be enough. The Restoration Detonation doesn't work when we haven't taken any damage. So I guess we're putting Wildington at the top, but it makes me sad, because we're not going to incant you very much. And we got the starting... what is it called? The starting Ember Drain. Well, we do get to do Echo Break on you, and Root Seeds. You know, we probably want to do the Root Seeds where the Bogflies are. Sure. Although, hit the guy in the back, not the Bogfly. Alright, well, you know what? So I really like seeing Echo Break with the Collector right there. We have Preserved Thorns. We'll play the Preserved Thorns at the top so that you get an incant. Oh, no. We didn't have enough space in our hand to add 3. Did we discard the other one? No, it just didn't appear. Oh, sad. Alright, I've got to be careful about that. Anyway, we do want to do a sting. I mean, I guess one of the Echo Breaks might be able to kill you. But we want to use one of the Echo Breaks at the bottom, too. Alright. So Echo Break here, Sting here. We don't get to do another Echo Break because we don't have the Ember. Right. Right. Okay, Sting here. So there's the Echo Breaks, there's a Sting. So Sting, Echo Break to hit the back ones. So our front Bogfly is going to die, by the way. We know that the front Bogfly is going to die, even though we can't see the room preview. And then you're going to die very easily. I do not need to do an Echo Break to accomplish that, so let's do Root Seeds. And then that front Bogfly dies. Alright. I do have an Echo Break, so let's do the Echo Break. And then 2 Stings, of course. And don't need to play that Train Steward, let's just do a couple of Root Seeds. One of the questions is the Root Seeds better here or here? Especially now that we have our maximum amount of charged echoes for next turn. I think the Root Seeds is going to be better at the top, because it takes longer for you to kill the one at the top, and we get the incant. But next turn, anything that applies echoes is really good right here. In fact, I think we might be winning. I think we might be winning just right now. I think we are. I don't need a room preview to know that we're winning right now. We are totally crushing. Nice. I tend to like Razor Sharp Edge. Also, we could have another Sting in the deck. This one infused. I mean, I do like that. We get 3 Stings from the beginning. We'll have Preserved Thorns to add 3 more. Yeah, let's get another Sting. Basically, this means I don't need to choose Herzl's Compact, which is kind of neat. So, Abounding Echoes is pretty decent with a whole bunch of Stings. because we're going to have a very large hand. On the other hand, Echo Transfer is going to be really good in the center. Echo Snare is not too bad either, but not as nice as the other ones here, I think. I do really like the Echo Transfer. I think I'm going to take my first one as Echo Transfer, but I like the Bounding Echoes too. And then a Sweep. A Sweep is nice. I also like the Infused Multi-Strike. The problem is if it appears in front, which we don't get to choose, it's not so great. But the Sweep is good, no matter where it appears. If it appears in the front, let's hope that we can increase its health. Also, Unit Essences. This one's actually not the best Unit Essence. This one isn't either, really. The Animus of Will is really nice if we can make it start in the back or give it lots of health and attack. I'm going to take the Animus of Will. I think we can make something good with Animus of Will. Also, it works really well with a Bogfly stapled to it if we get health another way. Let's take Animus of Will. Alright. I think we're going to tend to want to choose Awoken units over Wurmkin units. Usually, I think. Although I do really want a Merchant of Steel. The Merchant of Magic doesn't seem amazing right now. Not right now. I think we want the Merchant of Steel more, so I'm going to go to the right. And we really need to take good units because of Sketches of Salvation. So let's peek at what's in the Divine Temple. We have an Extreme Stone, I like that. Frenzy Stone is excellent to see. Thornstone is not terrible, but the spikes doesn't matter that much. Alright, so Frenzy Stone is one of the things that we see that we might care to put on whatever this is. So First of Kin, 3 Ember, 3 Space, that's not going to matter when we've got Sketches of Salvation. And the etch is not going to happen very much, though. Ooh, the Keeper of Echoes. The Keeper of Echoes is really nice with Sketches of Salvation, too. Because we'll have so many units there. I mean, we'll have 4 units there. And everything that we do affects all 4. I want both of these. I definitely want both of these. Huh, I only get to choose one. I'm gonna choose First of Kin, I think. First of Kin, you're coming with me. If I see another of the other one, we're going to pick it though. Because I don't need multiple First of Kins, I would love to have multiple Keeper of Echoes. What is the minus 15 attack and multi-strike? The minus 15 attack is really painful. We need to get rid of these Bogflies. And the Train Stewards. The Train Stewards probably before the Bogflies. Okay, so we definitely want Frenzy Stone on the unit we just picked up. On First of Kin. First of Kin getting Frenzy Stone is pretty strong. If this was a Heartstone, I would definitely put it on Animus of Will. But I don't think it's worth it if it's only a plus 10 health. I think I'd take neither of these right now. I mean, the Strength Stone is really strong on Animus of Will, though. We could put a Strength Stone on Animus of Will. Okay, I'll do that much. But we really need it to have more health, and we don't have that yet. And we'll definitely take Extreme Stone and put that on something. The Restoration Detonation? I mean, I don't know if we're going to be healing 40 health at any time, because it requires the front unit to have more than 40 health to heal. So it might just be an Echo Break that we put this on, to just make an Echo Break stronger. I mean, I will do that, but I'm not excited about it. Alright, let's move on. Mark of Invasion. Do we want that? We have Echo Breaks and we have Stings. We're going to have 3 Stings at the beginning. Yeah, totally. Let's turn that on. Oh, we got our Animus of Will in the back. Granted, there's not a whole lot of health in front of her, but it's still nice. So we're going to put Wildenton somewhere, and we're going to put First of Kin somewhere. The question is, where for both of those? I think the First of Kin should probably go at the bottom. Oh, we have to not use the Preserved Thorns, because we don't have the Ember for all of those things. The First of Kin costs too much, but we've got to play it. How much do I want to keep my Bog Flies alive in the center? I technically do, even though there's a Conduit Infiltrator. I think we put Wildenton at the bottom and First of Kin at the top. That's going to be my plan. So First of Kin at the top, Wildenton at the bottom. So we've got our 3 Sting spells. One of those is definitely going to hit you, because you deal too much damage. Ooh, we got another Sting spell. That's nice. So, I don't really care about the 10 damage coming in to you. So let's just do 1 Sting, so that we kill all of those. And then I could save health on Wildenton, or I could save some units here. Save some units in the center. I should probably save some units in the center. So this makes it so that only the Train Steward dies. But the 2 next units are going to die very quickly if the Conduit Infiltrator doesn't bring everything to the top. Alright. Basically, if we don't kill a Conduit Infiltrator, or if we do kill a Conduit Infiltrator, we lose our Bog Flies. Which, you know, it's not the worst. I'm perfectly fine with you taking more damage. The Restoration Detonation we might want to play at the bottom. We certainly want to kill something at the top, so that we kill the Collector this turn. I guess what we want to play at the top is an Echo Break on the front one here, so you only take 1 damage. And then down here, a Restoration Detonation heals you for 10 and kills one of them. Pretty nice. Okay. We need stings so that we draw more than 5. You have a damage shield, so we're not currently killing you. We've got to kill the one in front so that we kill you. And there's kind of nothing to do anywhere else, so we just kill you with spells. Ooh, Echo Transfer. I think we're going to Echo Transfer at the top. We could do it in the center, because you've got a ×3, but there's only a total of 13 health here. So I think we're going to do it at the top. Okay, we really want to kill the back one, so that our center actually does something. And we're going to play a Train Steward. Train Steward at the bottom doesn't do a lot because you've got Sweep. But it does take the first hit. So, yeah, we'll do it anyway. It takes that 5. And then I think we definitely need to kill the Conduit Infiltrator. Even though the 30 damage would be good against you, I really want you to go to the second floor. Actually, In the second floor, you just kill everything immediately because you have sweep. Okay. But you do have a spell shield. Alright. So the spell shield is one reason that we don't care too much. I still want you to go to the second floor. So we get one more turn. And do we do a root seeds on you? Or on our big guy that has multi-strike? I guess big guy that has multi-strike. Oh. And I guess the sting essentially does 5 damage to the boss. Because you survive to do your 5 damage. Okay, we didn't do much damage. And on this turn, actually we got a bunch of stings. So we actually will do damage this turn. Let's use the Echo Break on the spell shield. And then sting, sting, preserve thorns, and a couple more stings. We should have done the preserve thorns up here because you have etch. I did not think about it before I did that. Root seeds goes to you, and all of my units just die. But up here, we easily kill you. Easily. I wish I knew, but I know we kill you. Alright. I wish it showed me, but it did not. Steel Enhancer is not bad. Don't know if we want Ensnare. We could just take another Sting. Let's take another Sting. This is going to get kind of bad eventually if I just take all Stings, but it might be good at the beginning. So the Shelter is really good for the center because it applies armor to all of the units in the center. Let's take Shelter. Also, we've been taking almost entirely infused cards, haven't we? Yeah, both the Stings are infused, the Shelter is infused, even our Animus of Will is infused. We've been taking a lot of infused cards, which is nice. I don't know if we care to duplicate yet. Don't know if we care to duplicate. I think I'd rather go Merchant of Magic. So let's go Merchant of Magic. Let's, of course, peek in the Merchant of Magic. We see an Eternal Stone. I mean, Eternal Stone on Shelter is fine. Eternal Stone on Preserved Thorns is kind of silly. Kind of silly. Don't know if we care about that. Eternal Stone on Shelter is good. It's just, is it worth 105? Especially because we're going to put the Ember Stone on it too. It probably is. Probably is, but I'm not sure. Divine Temple. So, True Stone. True Stone could go on one of the Stings. Especially because it hits the front one, which usually is armored. But does it kill the front one? Maybe we'd rather have it on Echo Break because we could target it. Value Stone, we do not care about. Engage Pact we might care about, but probably not yet. Unless this gives us something we want to sacrifice. We could sacrifice the Shattered Shell to probably my big unit, the First of Kin, because it's going to get a lot of slays. And the plus 10 health is not bad. Let's take the Shattered Shell. I'm probably not going to sacrifice it right now, but I think we're going to end up sacrificing that. Do I want the Eternal Stone for Shelter? In some ways I do, in some ways I don't. I think I will do it. And I guess we could do this and we could put Value Stone on it now. Because now Value Stone is good on Shelter. Yeah, sure, you know what? We're going to take that Value Stone. And we're going to take the True Stone too. I'm going to put a True Stone on an Echo Break. I'm going to keep some Echo Breaks. I'm going to remove some, but I'm going to keep some Echo Breaks. And then before we do Emberstone, I think we should do the Concealed Caverns. Ooh, a doggy. A dog made of bone. So, we could get some higher health, or we could leave something for the dog. We definitely want to leave something for the dog. So let's purge a Train Steward. Almost certainly. Train Steward gone. Alright. Chew on that Train Steward for a while, little dog. And we still have a Merchant of Magic that we can do both of these if we want. The Emberstone... Emberstone I kind of want to put on Preserved Thorns, but because it has Consume, it feels kind of dumb to do that. So let's put it on a Root Seeds instead. Root Seeds gets an Emberstone. And then Power Stone... Do we do it on this Echo Break? Or maybe the one that has Piercing? Let's do it with the one that has Piercing. Plan to remove some of the other ones. We do want to remove more cards. I could have purged instead of bought those 2 upgrades. I probably should have purged 1 card there. Oh well. Let's go into Talos the Architect. We need to do some purging. Enemy units enter with armor 5. Talos pushes attack units back. I mean, it's interesting. It's just these Sketches of Salvation, I don't get to choose the order of my units anyway. Okay, why are the worst of my units the ones that end up there? Because I have to pay 3 for First of Kin. 3. Anyway, I certainly want to play Wilmington at the bottom, I believe. Yeah, I think I want to play Wilmington at the bottom and play First of Kin at the top. For the next 8 turns, restore health equal to the damage dealt. So, dealing you damage is not really worth it. First of Kin goes at the top, Wilmington goes at the bottom. And then Sting 3 times at the bottom. Okay, so far this is not going well. The Shattered Shell could go at the bottom. Kind of like that. We don't have much Ember this turn, but I like the Shattered Shell at the bottom. Right now, you're not even killing the front Train Steward. That's nice. We don't get to play Echo Transfer because we don't... Unless we don't play Shattered Shell, and we don't play Preserved Thorns, both of which I'm going to play. Let's do the Preserved Thorns up here, so I get the +5 attack. Let's do the Shattered Shell at the bottom, behind Wilmington. And then the next question is, do we do... Oh, you know what? Wilmington is going to get pushed back. I forgot about that detail. Oh well. Do we do any spells at the bottom? I kind of don't want to because of you. Because of the incant there. And because we wouldn't kill them. Whereas we could save health on these. And I think we like saving health on these. Another Bogfly. I mean, I don't want it to just sit in the deck, but I also don't care to play it and get Ember Drain, so I'm not going to play it. Okay, so Shelter works really well in the center. So does Echo Break. Okay, we're doing a lot of things in the center, I think. you are going to kill my train steward in front. Kind of no matter what happens. So in that case, does that change anything? Actually, if we shelter a whole lot, do you still kill? I'm not sure that you do. Let's play the root seeds on you. Let's play... Thinking about the most efficient way to kill you, and I think it's going to be a Sting and this Echo Break. So Sting, Echo Break kills you. Ooh, we got another Sting. That's really nice. Do I want to add tons of armor in the center this turn and just not worry about the other floors? Or do I want to try to do something down here or at the top? I don't think I care about the bottom or the top this turn. So we're just doing a lot of things up here. And therefore, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to Echo Break the boss. And Shelter to apply 16 armor to all of these, which is quite nice. And now we're actually dealing a lot of damage to the boss this turn. Very nice. Neat. Unfortunately, our unit at the bottom might die. We got Shelter again. How about that? Alright, you are going to die unless we kill this back one. We could kill that back one with this Echo Break. So we could solve that problem. I kind of like solving the problem, but at the same time, are we just preserving your life for no reason? Perhaps. I'm still going to do it. Let's do that. I think that we stop doing spells at the bottom now. I think we want to do spells here and do Shelter again. How much do we care about doing the spells like Sting? I don't think we care about Sting at the middle, so let's do Sting at the top. Let's do a couple of Root Seeds. A couple of Root Seeds in the center. Let's put it on Animus of Will, because she's going to have so much armor that we can afford to put some attack on her. Great. Alright. This is going very well. My bottom floor is very quickly dying, but you kind of expect that out of the bottom floor. The bottom floor would die this turn unless we save it. Which I am interested in saving it, although your sweep means that we can't save it unless we kill you or the boss this turn, which I guess is not going to happen. So the bottom floor is just dead, which is fine. How about the middle floor? Middle floor, we want to do lots of things. But if we do lots of things, then you deal lots of damage, which I don't like. Is there anything that we actually want to do this turn? I'm thinking we do almost nothing this turn. Let's just work on our top unit a little bit. So our top unit gets a Root Seeds. Our top unit gets another Root Seeds. Our top unit gets an Echo Break. Ooh, an Echo Break with Piercing. Now that's nice. We could kill this back one right now, which is good for next turn. So I'm incentivized to do that. We could kill this one this turn and have you do 4 damage, which I'm not really sure how much I care about that. So let's do this one. Kill you so that next turn is easier. And then Sting a whole bunch of times at the bottom. And Echo Break somewhere. The Echo Break only does 5 damage here. So let's do some math. You attack twice to kill the front unit. That means you're dealing 17 damage, you're doing 22 damage. So I don't think this guy is dying. But at the same time, you'll die to this one, and I don't think I'm going to spend health and resources here to make you not do 3 damage to the top unit. So let's continue doing echo breaks here. And to the boss now. Alright, we did get a restoration. I kind of want to use the restoration at the top so that you've got more health. Do we care about most of these things? Not really. The bogfly is still pretty bad. We could put the bogfly at the top behind you. Or in front of you, for that matter. Do we want to just sting you? If we don't kill you with the stings, then it doesn't do much. But I guess we've got 4 stings. And we need 5. We could just kill the Disciple Protector, which, I don't know, that doesn't seem to do much. I honestly don't know what's super valuable. Healing you is probably the most valuable thing we could do. And then after that, if we can't kill this one, then there's kind of no sense in hitting it at all. Because we will kill it with our units. So maybe we just lay the rest at the bottom. Actually, let's play the Bogfly at the bottom, because we'll draw a card, and we'll know that that is not a sting, and therefore we can't kill you with 5 stings. Okay, now that we learned that, let's sting, 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 and a root seeds on our big guy at the top. Okay, you're going to take a lot of damage here, but I don't know how much. And it refuses to tell me as well. So we just have to guess. I think the root seeds on the back one is going to be the best, because the back one is going to attack so many more times than the front one. Front one is going to attack, well, like 9 times actually. Still, you're going to attack more than that. The shelter is looking even better as we draw more cards. This does 36 damage right now. That's not bad at all. The Echo Transfer... You know, the Echo Transfer could go on you after we do the shelter. I like that. So let's Root Seeds the back. Root Seeds the back. And then Echo Break. Shelter to apply a ton of armor. And then Echo Transfer. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to put it on you. Even though I've been putting all the attack on the back unit. Alright, yeah, we won before our front unit died. How about that? Nice. Do I want Adaptive Mutation? It's so interesting. The Wildwood Tome applying quick is kind of nice. I also haven't Divinity Mastered it, by the way. So I'm also incentivized to choose it. Adaptive Mutation. Let's think about it. I mean, I don't really know if it would be worthwhile. It's definitely more worthwhile when things have rage. This works really well with rage. I think I'm going to choose Wildwood Tome. And I don't think I want a shell minion. Not really. And the Kinho's Carapace is not great if you're not playing it. So we skip those. And this is a hard choice, because I kind of want Herzl's Compound, but I kind of don't. The Light of Seraph doesn't do much when you have Sketches of Salvation, so it's kind of Herzl's Compound or Fel's Remorse, and I think we take Fel's Remorse. Even though we're not going to play our minions, eventually. So we've got to go to the right because of the Unstable Vortex. So let's go to the right. Unstable Vortex is very important when you've got Sketches of Salvation. Let's remove a couple of Train Stewards. And then... two more egg units. I'm not going to take those. So unfortunately, I don't think we get another unit. We can duplicate. We can duplicate there. So we could duplicate a unit that we already have. But I don't think we're going to get to take another unit. So let's look at what we have. We have Animus of Will, First of Kin, and Shattered Shell. Those are the three that we've chosen to take. I said before that I was thinking about sacrificing the Shattered Shell, but if we're not getting any more units, I feel like that's a mistake. That we should instead sacrifice a Bogfly or a Train Steward. We should probably sacrifice a Train Steward to the Animus of Will, because that will give the Animus of Will more health, which I think is very important. And it also gets rid of a Train Steward. I think that's what we're probably going to do. Alright, let's upgrade our champion first. So Thornlord 2 is fine. The Enchant Grant Quick is not very useful with a Sketches of Salvation unless we have a way to descend our unit, which we don't currently. So do we just make it so that you enchant better? I guess so. I don't think the champion is going to be the most important, other than the fact that it adds 3 sting spells to the deck. Alright, Merchant of Steel. Another Frenzy Stone. Oh, another Frenzy Stone. We could put that on First of Kin. It would make me a little bit worried about its total health if it has 2 Frenzy Stones. But I really like 2 Frenzy Stones, right? I like that a lot. Let's do it. 2 Frenzy Stones. And then we ran out of money except for these 2. Strength Stone could go on Shattered Shell. If we're no longer sacrificing you, you having a Strength Stone is good. I need a Heart Stone, you know? I really want something to add health to my units. Okay, well, let's go to the next one. If we don't get health for our units, I think we eventually die. The Ancient Hate is kind of bad with our deck. It's kind of bad, because we use lots of spells, and our units don't have enough health for us not to use lots of spells. Okay, let's just press the fight button. No Ancient Hate this time. We got this Shattered Shell, so we could do Wildenton Shattered Shell at the bottom, Wildenton in the front, of course. And then every time we play a Sting, you gain armor equal to how much we just played the Sting for. Which, you know, does that make me not play the Stings? I'm not sure that it does. We could play this Sting here, so that we get the Echo there. And we got a Train Steward. How sad. And then I think we play 3 Stings. 3 Stings. And then I don't know if we even play the Echo Break. Alright, I think we stop there. Sure. We could put the Train Steward at the top. It would give me Ember Drain, but we took a Fell's Remorse. So I'm going to do it. Just get the Train Steward out of the deck. So we draw more of the cards that we want. So we did get Preserved Thorns, which is excellent. We got Restoration Detonation, which keeps Wildenton alive, I guess, because we did not get anything to kill the Quill Marksman. So you're going to die no matter what. So let's do Preserved Thorns. Do we have enough space in our hand for 3 spells? We do. Alright, great. We did not. My calculation was poor. Alright. Well, you know, the math challenge. The math challenge is real. Alright. So, sting spells. We do the sting spells here. We got another Root Seeds. We do the Restoration Detonation here. We want to do everything that is infused here if we can. We only get to do 2 things that are infused. I guess Shelter is infused as well. So the Root Seeds, I see no reason to put you on the back one. Yeah, no reason not to put you on the back one. And then another Root Seeds, I guess? Another Root Seeds. And then a Shelter. And then an Echo Transfer. Alright. We have a very strong center floor right now. I like that our First of Kin ended up in front. Okay, the bottom floor is kind of dying, though. And actually, you don't die this turn, because there's only 8 damage coming in. How about that? Do we want to do an Echo Break or anything at the bottom? I don't know that we do. I mean, I guess there's not much reason to do it in the center. Except that the center we can get all the echoes and then do another really big Shelter. I really like that our Shelter has happened back to back both times. I don't want to kill you because I want the Shattered Shell to kill you. So let's do... I don't know what I want to do. We want to do the Wildwood Tome. Apply Quick to one of you. I mean, honestly, the back one is still the best one to apply Quick to. So let's do that. Because that's where we're going to put our Root Seeds. And then, do we do Root Seeds? Root Seeds... Root Seeds... And then we drew another Sting. A Sting that does not have infused. So we're going to play that here. And then we play the Sting that has infused on it. I guess we play that at the bottom because we play one of the Echo Breaks that has infused on it up there. Sure. So now an Echo Break with infused, and then a Shelter. I basically maximized how much armor we could get, more than anything else, because I'm very confident our champion is going to die soon. You know, if we made you quick, it would have been good too. I did not really even consider making you quick, but it would have been good. So these restoration detonations are incredible. Ham. And then we can actually kill those back too. How about that? Well, that was really nice. So you have quick, he's got spikes. That's unfortunate. We will put root seeds on you again, though. And we will do a sting, and I guess an echo break here. Alright, brief respite. Excellent time to get echo transfer. We want to do that right there. We want to do a sting here so that the infused add some echoes. We want to do root seeds. Let's do sting, so we draw 10 cards. And then we have the maximum number of echoes that we can bring across there, so let's do this sting down here. And I'm still going to do root seeds there. Alright. Good turn. So, you exactly kill my front unit right now. But we do have a restoration detonation in hand. How about that? We've got an echo break to kill one of you. We have another echo break, which can kill the back one. I probably want to do shelter on the next floor still, because this is not the floor that's going to deal the most damage. So shelter on this floor is good. Don't think we need the echo break at the bottom, so let's do root seeds here. And shelter here. And sting a couple of times. Alright. Our bottom dies pretty fast, but our middle absolutely crushes. I'm very confident that you absolutely crush, but, you know, I can't see the numbers on the screen, so we're going to do as much as we can to make sure that we win. Alright, we won very, very easily. Edgeprior is definitely not for this build. As much as I would like to take a card that I've never mastered, not worth it. I don't think we need Ensnare. I don't think Awake is going to be amazing. So I think we skip. Ambient Charge is interesting. The Extract 3 is the worst thing about it, though. I really don't like the Extract 3 on Ambient Charge. You're already consuming 3 spells. I do really like Soul Crushing Guilt, because we can daze bosses with that. Let's get Soul Crushing Guilt. I'm looking at Soul Cripple as well, and I think I still choose Soul Crushing Guilt. Alright. Okay. I definitely want a free artifact. A Merchant of Steel would be good for adding Heartstones to my creatures. But I really want the free artifact and the Concealed Caverns more than I want money and Pyre Remains. If we look at future goes, we're going to go to the left there. We're going to go to the right there. The duplicate is going to be very important. And we're probably going to go right again, unless we care for another duplicate, which we might, actually. I don't know what we're going to do. I still think I want this more than I want to go to a Merchant of Steel. Even though I want a Merchant of Steel, I feel like we're going to not get a chance to do it. Alright, let's get our artifact first. Actually, peek in the Divine Temple. I see Extreme Stone and Purge Stone. Purge Stone is actually starting to look pretty nice. Merchant of Magic. Freeze Stone. Ooh, Freeze Stone works really well on the card that we just got. Soul Crushing Guilt. That's nice. Surge Stone is always nice as well. I think I like this. Let's get our artifact. I don't want Rationing Scales, so let's get Cleansing Water. I like Cleansing Water sometimes. It helps occasionally. And then Concealed Caverns, let's see what we get here. Oh, of all the ones. I don't really want this one. I could just leave, but I really want an artifact. So we're gonna lose Pyre health. Lose 5. You know, we're gonna lose 5 again. That's 10 health. Let's go 15. Alright. Let's go 20. Oh my gosh. This is the same as the last run, isn't it? I'm gonna spend 25 Pyre health getting this. Spikes deal an extra 1 damage. But we don't have spikes. That was really unfortunate. Is there any reason to take this? There's not a lot of reason to take it. I could skip it for 25. We don't really rely on spikes much. I'm gonna skip it for 25. So we just spent 25 health for 25 gold. That's pretty bad. You've deemed me worthy. I deem you unworthy. I think that this does not go both ways. Alright. I think we do the Engage Pact. And maybe we don't do Extreme Stone? We certainly do Freeze Stone. Freeze Stone goes on our Soul Crushing Guilt. And we're certainly going to do a Surge Stone. Surge Stone goes on an Echo Break. Do we put it on an Echo Break that we've already upgraded? No. We put it on something that we want to go away. Do we take an Ember Stone? We could take an Ember Stone. It's still good on Root Seeds. We did pay 25 health for that 25 gold, so we might as well get our Ember Stone out of it. And then do we Engage Pact now? I think we do. And we're going to Engage Pact a Train Steward and staple it to Animus of Will, so that the Animus of Will has a little bit of health to work with. Not a lot, but a little bit. And we get rid of a Train Steward, since we haven't been spending our money on removing Train Stewards. And then I think we leave the Extreme Stone behind. I'm going to think about it, though. We've got a Divine Horde there, and we're going to duplicate a card sometime, so I think we're good. We're good on getting all the pack shards that we need. Okay, move on to the next one. Our deck is doing fine, but I feel like it's not gaining in strength very fast, and that bothers me. I don't mind the Mark of Invasion. So let's turn that on. Alright, the big question is the order of our center. The Bogflies went in front. You know, not very helpful. We don't really want the Shattered Shell at the bottom this time because of the Silent Marksmans. So I think we play our champion and the Shattered Shell at the top this time. And then the next question is, what do we use our sting spells on? And I don't know the answer to that one yet. So we'll figure it out later. So Wildenton, Shattered Shell. Using a sting at the top does absolutely nothing. We certainly want to play Root Seeds in the center, so we're going to play Root Seeds. Ooh, we got Preserved Thorns. We get 3 more stings. Well, that's nice. Okay, so now we could kill everything in the center and hit a couple at the bottom. That's pretty nice. I don't really care to kill the ones at the top, so let's kill all of the ones in the center. And then these 2 in front at the bottom. And then Soul Crushing Guilt is ready for action if we need it. We might save it until the boss, we might use it beforehand. Okay, I like this hand. We have this Echo Break kills you. Because I'm going to try to maximize our echoes this turn here, so that we can do a big shelter. So Root Seeds goes here. We do want to play Wildwood Tome, so we'll play that. And then we Sting here so that we get an Echo. The Echo Breaks are not very useful here anymore, so we're going to just do Shelter now. So, apply 12 armor. Now my Bogflies might live. Now then, we are going to Echo Break the middle one. I think my units still destroy the ones that are coming in the middle. Oh, your stealth was taken away. Good job, Cleansing Water. You should have taken it from that one, though. Now, do we just flat out kill you already? I don't know. You've got a lot of health, actually, in the center. So the answer is probably no. Let's do Root Seeds. Let's do another Root Seeds. Let's do another Root Seeds. We got an Echo Break. So one of the things that we could do is do Soul Crushing Guilt and just push this one to the back. But that would remove the 70 damage that we're dealing right there. So let's see here. What's happening right now? You are dealing almost 90 damage to the front one. So the front one is going to be at somewhere around 50. Then you two are going to kill the front one. And then you are going to deal almost 150 damage to the back one. Alright, so they're all dying. We don't need to worry about them. Let's do an Echo Break. Let's do this Echo Break here, of course. A Sting and an Echo Break. Oh, and then Echo Transfer. I didn't even notice we had that in hand. Great. You add armor 10 to units every time a unit dies. How unfortunate. So what we can do is we can do a Sting first, and then this Echo Break, and then we can deal with you on the next floor. Although we'll do Stings, of course, on you. And then we're going to maximize our armor again. So this Sting goes here. This Root Seeds goes here. I could technically do an Echo Break to one of my own units to apply armor. It would apply more armor than we would deal, because it would essentially apply 8 armor for having one more Echo, and it only does 7 damage. So we could do that. I guess we will, because it's technically worth it. And we can restore you to full health. How about that? Great. We're ready for the boss. We don't need a respite. We're ready. But since you gave us a respite, we will use it. Alright. So at the bottom, we did get an Echo Break that can kill one of those. We got an Echo Break that can kill the other one. And then we play this Sting here. And I like getting the Echo Transfer. Wonderful. So now we're going to play Root Seeds, Shelter, Echo Transfer. Wonderful. I'm ready for this boss. The boss has Stealth 10, which means it's going to chew through my Bogflies, but also we've got Soul Crushing Guilt, so we can... Actually, does dazing you when you've got Stealth do anything? I think we should find that out. does it remove 3 stealth, essentially? I would like to know, and therefore we're going to use this to find out. So we use this, Soul Crushing Guilt, and we're going to have to pay attention, which is going to be hard, because it's going to be very fast. So, does he get down to 6 stealth before he attacks the first time? He does. Alright, great. Works the way you want it to. And of course we win. Well, restoring retreat is nice because we could get our champion on that floor too. Interesting. We would only use restoring retreat once. Is it worth it only using it once? I don't know. It does make it so that our champion actually does something though, so I'm going to take it anyway. But I wish it had consume. I don't think we need Revenge of the Damned. Power of Knowledge is not that strong. Soul Cripple, not that great. Alright, skip. So we're definitely going to the left, because removing cards is good in this deck. I kind of want to keep one Bogfly. And I guess there's no reason not to. Because we don't have 4 other... Well, actually, we're going to duplicate at some point. I kind of want to keep a Bogfly because I want to master a Bogfly. So I might keep a Bogfly even though it's not technically the best thing to do. Just so that we could master a Bogfly. Eternal Stone... I kind of slightly want that on Wildwood Tome. Because then we could apply quick to multiple units. And we do have 2 different units with multi-strike with 3 times attacks. But I don't know that I want it that much. So I'm not going to take it. Power Stone could go on a Sting to make the stings nicer. Could go on the Echo Break that we've already upgraded a little bit. Let's do these 2, and I'm going to do the Concealed Caverns first. A Train Graveyard. We could get a Heartstone. You know, I've wanted a Heartstone the whole time. And we definitely don't want Heartless. We don't want the Petrified Heart because we do have healing cards. And I do want a Heartstone. So you know what? Lose 3 Pyre health, get a Heartstone. That was much better than that Strength Stone that we spent 25 Pyre health on. Alright, Heartstone. I want that on both of these. I think that the Animus of Will matters more, so we're going to put the Heartstone there. Especially if she keeps appearing in the back. Which has been luck so far. Well, they're not great. Advanced Prototype doesn't do anything for me anymore. Iron Drop Cage, we just added a Ascend spell, so we could restore 10 health to an enemy and apply Dazed 2 to it. And that technically does something. Does it do more than Infused Mallet does? That's the real question. I think it does more than Infused Mallet. So we're going to take Iron Drop Cage because it turns our spell, the Restoring Retreat, into something that we would use against enemy units as well. Because it gives them Dazed 2. It's something. Alright, remove 2 cards. We no longer have Train Stewards to remove. I'm going to remove 1 Bogfly. So right now we've got 4 units that will appear in the center, exactly as much as we want. Next, I think we remove the sad echo breaks. The echo breaks that we haven't upgraded at all. And I'm even going to remove another one of those. Another sad echo break leaves the deck. Let's Power Stone up this echo break so it does 40 damage. Let's Emberstone. I mean, I guess I could refresh in order to hopefully get something good there. Is there anything that I really want there? That's the other question. Maybe we should save our money instead. Alright, I'm going to do this on Restoring Retreat, because I wouldn't put anything other than Emberstones in Restoring Retreat, so might as well add an Emberstone. I could purge another card. What would we purge at this point? The Restoration Detonation is not amazing, although we could add Power Stones to them and then they'd be pretty good. Do I want to do that to a Root Seeds? Remove a Root Seeds? I'm not sure that I do. Let's not remove another card. Let's keep our money. And we're keeping our money for the eventual Merchant of Trinkets at the end. That's what we want to spend our money on. So, Fell the Wings of Light. Let's go. Fell and her allies will add Scourge cards to your hand and deck. I'm glad that I've got Fell's Remorse. Which is very thematic, by the way. Fell the Wings of Light. Because I have Fell's Remorse, I can get rid of the things that she adds to my deck. I like it. Very thematic. Now, we're definitely going to put Wildenton at the top these days, because we want to Restoring Retreat you down. So we play Wildenton at the top. Do we want to do Stings anywhere? I mean, we're going to play the Stings. The question is, where are they useful? And I think that they are only useful at the top, so that Wildenton gets more attack. The Echo Transfer. So the Echo Transfer makes me want to use... Actually, we can pay 2 Root Seeds. So Root Seeds... Root Seeds, Root Seeds... And then Echo Transfer on you. And then we do play the Ultimate Penance, which is good. And then there's no reason to play any Stings down here. So we play a Sting here. And then the next question is, do we play this Sting here? The only reason to play it here is that it applies an Echo. Don't think that's good enough. Let's do 2 more attack on our champion. Okay. We did not get a couple of things that I wanted yet. I want my Quick, for example. Quick would be very nice. We did get a Sting that can kill this one, which is nice. Let's do that. And then I want to play the Preserved Thorns, but I want to make sure that I have the space for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have exactly enough space, except that the Winged Steel would cause me to draw a card. So we're going to play Weight of Contrition. That draws a card. Ooh, it's the card I wanted. The card that applies Quick. Wonderful. So now we play Wildwood Tome to apply Quick. Then we play Preserved Thorns, also here, so that you get your etch value. Unfortunately, these two are now going to make it up, which means we're going to get 2 more Scourge cards, which is sad. I guess the next thing that we can do is either work on the spell shield of the boss or work on your attack value. I think I'm going to work on your attack value. So 2 weights of contrition. And they go at the top of the deck. Oh, and the ultimate penance. How sad. Alright. That basically takes up my entire Ember for the turn. Play all of those. I could take 3 damage to play Restoring Retreat this turn, or I can say, you know what? I don't think we're going to take damage this round. So, just play the ultimate penance, weight of contrition, so that we don't take any damage in this battle. We are going to play Shelter in the center. Root Seeds is good right now. So Shelter in the center, and then Sting at the top. You're going to get the Restoring Retreat. We just have to make it another round through the deck, because of when we got it that time. Okay, we are going to play the Weight of Contrition every time, so play that. You are going to quickly hurt this one. You're going to kill him, but you don't have enough to kill him and the next one. And the real problem is the back one. We can kill the back one with an Echo Break. We could Soul Crushing Guilt the boss to apply Dazed 3. And then, in theory, we get to do the Soul Crushing Guilt again before 3 turns have passed. I like that. Let's see if we can stack up Dazed on the boss. I don't know how well we're going to be able to do that, but let's see if we can. The Ultimate Penance and 1 Weight of Contrition. It's sad, but let's play them. So we certainly play Root Seeds here. There's no question there. And then we've got a bunch of Stings. And we've got Echo Transfer, which I guess we do now. Echo Transfer right here. So we have enough damage that we're going to kill everything in the center already. I think... What does that mean we do? Because you're not going to kill all, like, both of these. You'll kill the front one before he attacks, but not the rest. So playing all the Stings here essentially does nothing. Playing the Echo Break here can kill that one. Or we could kill one of the bottom ones. I mean, very little benefit out of most of the things we can do. I think we kill this one with the Echo Break. And then with the Stings, I guess we play them at the top so that Wildington continues to get stronger. He's not getting stronger very fast, not compared to these two. Okay, we did get Soul Crushing Guilt again, which may mean that I want to play the 2 Stings here. I think I probably do. So let's do that. That. Soul Crushing Guilt the boss again, so you've got Dazed 4 now. Where's my Restoring Retreat? It's in the deck somewhere, right? Yeah. And then what? It would be nice to kill you. we could do that with this Echo Break. So that we don't get another Weight of Contrition next turn. Okay, and then up here we do this, and then Echo Transfer as well. And then the 3 stings at the top, and the Restoration Detonation at the top. Alright. There's the Ultimate Penance again. We can play that. We want to play Root Seeds, of course. And I'm going to play the Shelter here. What do I want to do most? I think we want to do Root Seeds most. And we got Restoring Retreat. Great. Let's do it. Now, we play the Stings here and the Shelter here. Wonderful. Now we've got everything that we own in the center. The boss is still dazed too. We can't do anything more than that right now, but we just sting a whole bunch. Draw another card. To Restoration Detonation. You know what? It's very useful. Or slightly useful, I guess. And then the Root Seeds on our ×3 in the back with the Quick. And Restoration Detonation for the Incant. And Shelter for more armor. Alright. Alright, the boss is still dazed 1. And we have Soul Crushing Guilt again, so we can daze the boss even more. Ooh, and we've got Restoring Retreat, so we can daze the boss even more. So daze the boss for 3. Let's do a Sting. A Sting. A Sting. Then we can do Soul Crushing Guilt on the boss. So it's daze 6. Echo Transfer on... It's hard for me to even see it now. And then a Root Seeds, Root Seeds, Root Seeds, and finally an Echo Break. Alright. I think we win before the boss gets a turn. Yes, indeed we do. You know, it works pretty well. It works pretty well. I'm just worried about my units dying when the enemies have more attack value. The Eternal Kinstone isn't bad, but is it worth it? I want to take it. Let's take the Eternal Kinstone. And then, I don't know whether I want Herzl's Compact. Once we get our stings going, we don't need it. But we don't really just have tons and tons and tons of stings. At the same time, what does Fel's Remorse do for us these days? Not a whole lot. Let's get Herzl's Compound. Just because it's hard for me to imagine that Fel's Remorse does much of anything, so its Herzl's Compound has to be better. Right? Now, as much as I want to go... Actually, we don't really need the Unstable Vortex anymore, so we could go to the left. I like it. Let's go to the left. Get our free money. Get our upgrade. So now the Enchant Grant Quick is kind of interesting, because we can get our Wildenton to be on the same floor as our other units. So Predator is pretty interesting, especially because adding a whole bunch of attack to Wildenton is pretty small. So let's do Predator. And then peek here. Another Frenzy Stone. Oh my gosh. Technically, Shattered Shell could use a Frenzy Stone, but if he ends up in front, he just dies. Ooh. We could get a trap shoot or a steel pulley claw. So we haven't mastered the steel pulley claw. And it says dazed 3, but we would actually do dazed 5. So I'm going to take it. We should maybe not add way too many things that I'm just taking for mastering, but definitely a concealed caverns thing that works with what I currently have, and I haven't mastered yet. We're taking that. So now, do we take the Thornstone or the Battlestone to just put on Shattered Shell? I mean, it's nice, it's just not a Heartstone. On the other hand, we could reroll. Reroll might give us a large stone, and I would definitely take a large stone. Let's reroll. Oh, we got exactly what I asked for. Alright, large stone on Shattered Shell is very nice. We're gonna do that. And no reason not to also take a Heartstone, put it on the Bogfly that we're keeping, and we'll put a Strength Stone on that Bogfly too. Alright. We decided to keep the Bogfly, and let's move on. Non-boss units enter with spikes 5. Sounds painful. Sounds painful for my units. But you know you've got 43 base attack? Or base health, I mean. Maybe they have enough health that we can handle this. Okay. The winged conduit is not the nicest to see, though, because we don't really have a lot of targeted damage spells. Alright, let's turn this on. I worry a little bit for this one, honestly. Honestly, this is one of the things that could be a problem for us to handle. We already got Steel Pulley Claw. We could just immediately get rid of that Winged Conduit. I like that. And we got Restoring Retreat on turn 1. Okay, this is looking pretty good. The order of my units is pretty good as well. The Bogfly is in the front, which is a little bit kind of the worst to be in front. But the Shattered Shell being the next one over is not bad, because you get more slays that way. Especially because we're going to enchant everything with Quick. Ho-ho, everything with Quick. So, Restoring Retreat. Everything has Quick now. Which means as long as we kill everything every turn, then we don't really care how much damage they deal. But you do have Stealth too, so you're going to get Steel Pulley Claw to the top. Bye. Stealth 2, but Dazed 5. Oh, the Spikes 5. I didn't think about the Spikes 5. Well, you know what that means? We're gonna sting you as well. Alright. That was kind of a weird set of things to do, but we did it anyway. So we could focus on you this time, because everything has Quick, and you're far enough back. But there's no reason to. Yeah, just do the backmost one that has a ×3. The next question is, do we sting you, or do we do this here for the incant and the echo? I think we just hit you a couple times. Oh, you know what? My cleansing water has been removing the spikes. Haha. Alright. So the Wildwood Tome is now kind of useless in the deck. We want to do something. We could do Eternal Kinstone first. Let's do that first. Eternal Kinstone first. Everything has quick, but we're not doing tons of damage just yet. 2 root seeds. And root seeds. The restoration detonations don't do anything when we haven't taken any damage. But everything has quick. So you deal 40 damage, you deal 28 damage to both of them, and then you do 33 times. The first 30 is going to kill the front one. Yes, it's going to kill the front one, and then you do 60 damage to the back one. Then you do almost 90 damage to the back one. So the back one survives currently, according to my current understanding of what's happening. We probably can change that, but it will take a little bit of doing. And I want to kill you, or actually I want to kill you. I want to kill you, the Wiltwings. So let's kill the Wiltwings next. Now we've got to play Preserved Thorns, so let's do that. And then the question is, how many sting spells do we do in the center versus the bottom? I guess we could do them all in the center and it would be fine. Oop, except for one, because we've got to kill the collector. 100 gold. 100 gold is a lot of gold for the collector. Alright, so now the Shattered Shell kills this one, which means all of the rest goes against the back one, which I think means we rush. Great. I basically want to kill the Wiltwings and the stuff with spikes. We could play the Wildwood Tome just to get rid of it, but I'll do that after we draw our card from Winged Steel. So first off, we kill one of these. Secondly, let's play Root Seeds. We want to play the Echo Transfer. Wonderful. We got another Echo Break. Okay. So, let's play the Wildwood Tome. This consumes it. It applies Quick, which doesn't really do anything, but let's apply Quick. And it used Etch, which was nice. Now then, because you've got Sweep, you kill this one. Sweep and Quick means that you kill that one no problem. Each of you does 120 damage. So that's 240, which means this one will also die. How about that? We're killing everything there. All we care about is killing the Wiltwings. Let's do that with this Echo Break. And applying as much armor as we can. So we could do another Echo Break. There's no reason to kill the Winged Conduits anymore. Hurting you would be good because you've got Spikes 5, but I think we just do the Echo Break here so that we get more shelter. That's a lot of armor. Man, Cleansing Water is doing much better than 50% right now. Eternal Kinstone. I thought that had Consume on it. It doesn't have Consume? Okay. I kind of wish it had Consume, actually. Restoring Retreat, we could bring a unit down, but I don't see the point in that. Basically, we just want to hit the front unit as much as we can, so that we take as little of that spike damage as we can. Play the Eternal Kinstone again. And a Root Seeds. I don't feel the need to play Soul Crushing Guilt. Oh, we do have another Root Seeds. And Restoring Retreat. I mean, it doesn't really do much, but I guess we could dazed you. Just in case we didn't kill you quickly, which is not a scenario that we're in. So we've got Echo Transfer, which is great. Let's do that. Actually, we could do Soul Crushing Guilt right now, because we could do Echo Transfer still, because we've got the 2 charged Echoes that stay there forever. But do we care about playing Soul Crushing Guilt now? I'd rather have it in 2 turns when the boss is right here. So let's not do it. But we do this one. Actually, do we have... We should play other things first, just in case we draw Shelter. We did not draw Shelter, so it doesn't matter the order that we're doing these. So the Echo Break can kill one of them, fine. Another Root Seeds, of course. Restoration Detonation so that we gain more Incant. And then Restoring Retreat, we could do it if we wanted to. I don't see a reason to do it, and I don't see a reason not to do it. I guess the reason to do it is the Incant. Let's do that. And I guess we'll... Yeah, we should put you down, because we kill you quickly with Sweep. Alright. So, hello, bots. Eternal Kinstone could go here again. I guess we do stings first. But we don't really need to do the stings in the center. Let's do Root Seeds. Let's do a couple of stings at the bottom. Soul Crushing Guilt is for next turn. Yeah, Soul Crushing Guilt is for next turn. We could do it this turn, and would give us a chance to draw it again next turn. It would give us a chance to draw it next turn, but it's not guaranteed. So I don't know that we do. We'd much rather have it next turn. And do days 3 than just to get days 2. Yeah. Let's do this sting here, so that we have more for the Shelter. Let's do the Echo Break here, so that we have more for the Shelter. And I guess Eternal Kinstone. And apply 22 armor to all my units. Very nice. Alright, next turn. We got Restoring Retreat again. Very nice, because we do that on the boss. And we also do Soul Crushing Guilt on the boss. And then we sting the front unit. Root Seeds on my unit, please. Root Seeds on my unit, please. And I'm very confident that we're already winning. But we play everything because we can't tell. Does the boss even wake up? The boss does not wake up. Alright. Beating bosses before they wake up so far. Feels pretty good. I don't want Ensnare. I don't think we need Invigorating Solution. And I don't think we need Focus Growth. Skip these. Forgotten Trade would be good if we actually needed the Ember, which we don't. We could have another Soul Crushing Guilt. Do we want another Soul Crushing Guilt? We could apply even more days to bosses. The total recall isn't terrible, is the thing. Depending on what the discard pile had at the time. I think I want another Soul Crushing Guilt. Let's get even more dazed in the deck. Okay. Do we want to go left? We cannot use a Merchant of Steel any longer. Merchant of Steel is no longer worthwhile. So on the left, there's only the duplication service, which isn't so bad. We could duplicate things. On the right, there's the Merchant of Magic, which we can still use. Do I want to duplicate my shelter more than I want to go to Merchant of Magic? Because the shelter is what I would duplicate, I believe. I don't know what I want. Let's go to the right. So, let's peek in the Merchant of Magic. Stackstone. Stackstone has soul-crushing guilt, doing dazed 6. I like that. I like that a lot. The Divine Temple has a value stone, which we don't really need, and a Seek Stone. Seek Stone, which could do the Eternal Kinstone on the first turn, or the Preserved Thorns on the first turn. Both of those are kind of nice. We do need 5 more pack shards. So I think we need to take one of those. Let's look at the Merchant of Trinkets. Cursed Vines doesn't work so well when we are drawing 10 cards, but it works really well when we're drawing less than 10 cards. The Carving Korska is pretty nice. Let's take the Carving Korska. And then the question is, do we just re-roll, or do we take Cursed Vines and re-roll? Or not re-roll at all, because we could get the Stackstone. Like the Stackstone here. Let's get the Stackstone. And then consider the rest of our money. So the Divine Temple, the Value Stone is not very worthwhile. The Seek Stone could go on Eternal Kinstone or Preserved Thorns. Both of them are kind of nice to have a Seek Stone on. Because we already get 3 sting spells in the first turn, I'm thinking Eternal Kinstone. Let's do it. We've got our 100 pack shards. Now, I've got 405, which means I could re-roll and hope to get something better than Cursed Vines, or I could just get Cursed Vines. Cursed Vines is good when we're not drawing 10 cards, but we have so many cards that mean that we draw up to 10. I think we re-roll. Friendly units get +5 attack. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. I just realized we could have done Seek Stone on our descending, on our restoration descent. Descending restoration? I forget what it is. We should have done it on that. That would have been better than the Kinstone. Okay, I think we take Worn Grindstone. And then we still have the money to buy these 2. Surge Stone isn't too hard. I might want it on Restoration Detonation. Yeah, let's make 1 Restoration Detonation consume. I like that. And then Emberstone, we could put on Eternal Kinstone, because we made it start in the opening hand. Don't know what else I would put it on. So, Eternal Kinstone, you get an Emberstone. And we move on. Alright, let's see how we do. I did not visit the Unstable Vortex, because I don't want to remove my Bogfly. I could remove a Root Seeds. It's just that I feel like the root seeds are doing some good stuff. I could remove the Wildwood Tome, I just want to Divinity Master it. It would be a good thing to remove it. But you know what? We're not going to use the Unstable Vortex, we're just going to move on. Feel like we can win. Melee weakness to my front unit is bad. That is bad. Yeah, that is bad. We have a chance of losing our front units. So, what are we going to do? Especially because our front unit is already going to die, as it stands. Unless we don't kill the Lightwings. Well, even then, it already dies. Ick. The Shelter does something. Oh man, this is kind of bad already. If we kill the front one, then instead of the front one, the 15 getting doubled, it's the 31 that gets doubled. And that's bad. So I don't think we want to kill the front one. We certainly want to do Wildington at the top. We know that much. We probably want to do all the stings right here. Draw our card. We drew a deadweight. Alright, whatever. We want to play the root seeds on the back unit. Eternal Kinstone, of course. We don't do Restoration Detonation. And we do Shelter. So if we Shelter, does the front unit survive? Because you would be taking 30 damage plus 35 damage. Which means that even the Shelter doesn't save you, but we should do the Shelter anyway. Alright, we're already losing one unit. Pretty bad. Pretty bad to already use lose one unit. If we had made our units quick, it would have not saved it. Soul-crushing guilt on the boss is pretty nice, so that the boss doesn't attack every turn. I would like to do that. Do we have... What do we have that we should be doing? We should do a sting up here. We should do another sting up here. And we should do the Echo Transfer in the center. We drew a deadweight. Alright, good to know. Good to know that we were drawing a deadweight. Currently our guy is dying. The way to save him is to do the soul-crushing guilt, which means we need to have one more echo up here. We can do that a couple of different ways. We can do that with this echo break, for example. Would like to use that echo break at the bottom as well, but you know what? We've got to do this. Alright. So dazed 6, so you stop attacking my units for so much. I want to do the consume spell here. And then 3 stings here. Root seeds here, of course. We are guaranteed to get Restoring Retreat next turn, by the way. Let's play the Wildwood Tome here as well. And Echo Break we could do at the bottom, or we could do it at the top to deal some damage, at the cost of also increasing your attack value. Because we're going to be quick next turn, I think this is the right answer. We want to hit the boss as much as we can before the final wave. Okay, so Restoring Retreat we're definitely doing. Let's start there. Restoring Retreat, you go down here. Now, root seeds on you. Do we do steel pulley claw on Seraph the Patient? I don't know how that works. I'm scared because we don't want Seraph the Patient to attack the pyre. I kind of don't feel like it would work that way, but I'm scared, so I don't want to try it. We could do steel pulley claw on a different unit, like the Shade Wings, for example. Or we could do it not at all. I think one of the things that we should do is Soul Crushing Guilt on Seraph again. Let's just dazed you as much as we possibly can. Ooh, we can do it again. Alright. You know what? I think dazed 14 means that we probably win this battle, no problem. We do have to be able to kill this one and hit the back one, which is currently a problem, but we could just Steel Pulley Claw this one whenever we want. Let's consider it. Let's do 2 stings here, though. 2 stings here. Root seeds. Root seeds. And then what? So you've got 170. Actually, you die really fast, which means we kill both of you no problem. Alright, in that case, let's do Echo Break here, so that we do more damage to Seraph this turn. I'm going to use the Steel Pulley Claw on this Light Wings. Alright, let's do a bunch of damage to Seraph. Wonderful. I don't like that you have so much melee weakness, but if you just never get attacked, you'll be fine. And, you know, if you never get attacked, you'll be fine is kind of what I'm hoping for. I think that we're killing everything here, but it's hard to know when we don't have our sweep unit. Either way, we're going to do stings. I do like seeing that Echo Transfer, but we have a Shelter that we should play first, so play the Shelter before the Echo Transfer. We can kill the middle one. There we go. Nice. And we can kill the back one. Alright. You know what? Not a problem. Then we do Shelter to apply a bunch of armor, and Echo Transfer to apply more attack. I think we are crushing this one, actually. Especially because Seraph has Daze 12. The Daze 12 is really nice. So, what are we starting with here? I guess we start with Eternal Kinstone. Because why not? And then Sting, 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 Soul Crushing Guilt on Seraph again. 18 dazed. There we go. I like it. We always want to do our Echo Breaks on the back unit just to make sure they go away. And then this Restoration Detonation, I think we do it for the etch value. And then we do this one for the Incant. I know that Incants Seraph too, but I don't think Seraph is going to attack. Okay, I see another Echo Transfer and another Shelter. This is excellent. 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 We can even Restoring Retreat Seraph at the end of this turn to apply more Dazed, and put it on the turn that, or on the floor that Seraph would take damage. Okay, Stings. Another Root Seeds. We've got Soul Crushing Guilt and Echo Transfer. And Shelter. Alright. So, the Echo Break's going to go here. And then we do Shelter. And then we do Echo Transfer. And then we restoring retreat Seraph and apply more soul crushing guilt. This is awesome. Alright. We start with Eternal Kinstone, because there's no reason not to. Sting a couple times. We have Soul Crushing Guilt again. We don't have any echoes down here, but we could add some right now, which I am very interested in. So add some echoes. We're going to deal this to you because you've got spikes, and I don't like that. Then Soul Crushing Guilt on Seraph again, 24 dazed. 24 days seems good to me. Oh, we're at the relentless phase. But Seraph still has 23 dazed. We can Restoring Retreat Seraph as well. Let's do it. Get 2 more dazed. Alright. Here we want to do Root Seeds. Root Seeds. Root Seeds and Root Seeds. And then we do a Sting here. And Shelter. The Soul Crushing Guilt is frozen, so we get to play it next turn. That's great. And then do we sting in... I think we sting here. Because we get the incant value stinging there. And I guess we get the incant value from Restoration Detonation as well. Alright. Great. Seraph has 24 dazed. We can make that 30. And can we do it anymore? Restoring Retreat, we can make it 32. Let's do a Sting. We did not get another. Alright. That's as far as we can go. Alright, I believe very strongly that we win this turn. Because Seraph has dazed 32. Alright. That one went very well. Let's go to the final. The Last Divinity. In theory, this should go much the same as that one went. But you know, the Last Divinity is not the problem. It's the other things that's the problem. And, you know, it's annoying. So we're going to play Wurmkin at the top no matter what. You guys have a lot of health. I do not like how much health you have. Eternal Kinstone goes here, of course. I feel like we sting at the bottom, even though there's a damage shield. Alright. The question is, do we continue stinging at the bottom? Or do we sting at the top so that Wurmkin gets some incant? I don't think the incant on Wurmkin is going to matter that much, whereas surviving these first couple waves might really matter. So we're going to do what we can to survive the first couple waves really well. I really like that the Animus of Will basically appears in the back all the time. Restoration Detonation does do incant, though. Alright. We need to have our guy descend so that we get quick on all of our units. That's one of the things that we need. Do we have that? We've got a couple of soul-crushing guilts. We don't have our descent just yet. let's see. I think we should start with the soul-crushing guilt on the Last Divinity. So soul-crushing guilt on the Last Divinity is a good place to start. This would also be a good time to use Echo Transfer because we've got the least number as possible, so let's do that. And then if we're going to play the Wildwood Tome, we probably play it on the back one. But I think right now we need to worry about what's happening to the front one. I guess we can play the Restoration Detonation now on you. I don't mind that. Let's do that. Okay, this Echo Break could kill the Wiltwings in the back. I like that too. Let's kill the Wiltwings in the back. And then the next question is, do we need to send one of these guys up with a steel Polyclaw? Maybe we do. Maybe we should do that one, steel Polyclaw. It's hard to say. I think we should use the Wildwood Tome right now, though. So the steel Polyclaw is going to wait. Wildwood Tome goes right now. And then, is a Root Seeds better? Probably Root Seeds is better because we want to draw as many cards as possible. And we can do another Soul Crushing Guilt on the boss. We don't need to do all of them on the boss, but having the boss be 9 dazed is very nice to start with. And then I think we do an Echo Break down here to kill this one. Okay. We need our front guy not to die. That's one of the things that we need. That's one of the reasons that we have dazed the boss so much. There's our Restoring Retreat. We play that first. And then I do see a Shelter, which is very nice to see. And there's another Steel Polyclaw as well. We could Steel Polyclaw you because of the Spikes 3 being really annoying. Or we could save it again because we could play Preserved Thorns and Root Seeds this turn. Do I save it again? We're definitely playing Root Seeds. And I guess we're also definitely playing Preserved Thorns, so Steel Polyclaw is going to wait again. And Shelter, we apply all of this armor, which is good. And I'm worried about you. I'm not too worried about you, because even if you get to the top, you're not going to do much damage at the top. But we do kill down here. The harvest is not great, but you know what? The harvest is going to be there. Ooh, we killed you. Oh, how about that? I didn't realize we had enough damage already to kill all of those. Apparently we're doing well. Okay, there's a lot of health on this floor, though. A lot of enemy health, I mean. And I do not like that. Soul Crushing Guilt could be nice. Who do we Soul Crushing Guilt, though? We could Soul Crushing Guilt you. Kind of like that, actually. Although we could almost kill you as well. I think we do this Echo Break here. And then Restoration Detonation, because we want you to be healthy. We got another Soul Crushing Guilt. So we kind of don't want to move the overcharged tanks to the back, because then their harvest does more. And I'm not sure that we're getting through both overcharged tanks. I guess I could start doing some math. So you're doing almost 150 damage, which means you kind of take out one of them. You do 150 damage, so we kind of take out two of them. And we deal a lot of damage to the back one, but we probably don't kill it. So I think we Soul Crushing Guilt it. And then what? We play Root Seeds. Because Root Seeds is good. Root Seeds again. We, of course, want to do Echo Transfer. I did not realize how much attack I was going to add to this one unit before when I did all those calculations. And then this Echo Break. This Echo Break does a fair amount of damage down here, but I think I'd rather do it to this, well, to the front one, I guess. And then Soul Crushing Guilt, let's do that against the Last Divinity. I don't think it's going to matter much against the Last Divinity, but it's nice to have all of that dazed. Alright, so that unit did survive. We didn't have enough to go through all of that. We could Restoring Retreat you, and dazed you some more, or we could Steel Polyclaw you. Both of those are valid options. Or we could do enough damage that the Pyre kills you. That's also an option. Alright, a lot of options. I want to do... what do I want to do? For one of the things that we could do is Restoring Retreat this guy, because then he'll be in the back. And then it doesn't matter if he makes it to the Pyre. So I'm thinking about that. Eternal Kinstone we of course do. Let's start there. Weight of Contrition we're probably going to play, but I'm not sure about it yet. And I think the next floor is the most dangerous of the floors, although this guy... we've got 40 attack in our Pyre, so we'd have to deal him kind of a bit of damage if we don't Restoring Retreat him. Or Steel Polyclaw him. Let's do the Weight of Contrition. Let's do the Weight of Contrition. And a Sting. A Sting right here. Now we know that we have an Echo Break. An Echo Break could hurt you, but it could also just kill one of these, which, you know, those guys are scary. So let's kill one of these. I think we Steel Polyclaw. I don't know if I want to just take the 11 damage that this guy is going to do to the Pyre, or do something else to him. We could do 3 stings to him. Let's do 3 stings, because you're already dazed. And then we could Steel Polyclaw or Restoring Retreat. I like that the Restoring Retreat is useful right now, so I'm going to do it, because it's useful right now. And then I'm pretty sure we do 500 damage. Actually, I'm not sure. 150. This one does about 210. So I don't think we do enough to kill... I don't think we do enough to kill you. We do a lot. Oh, never mind. We killed you. Alright. We've taken no damage yet, which is very nice. Vengeful Shard is annoying. You are very annoying. The Winged Conduit I really don't like. Let's do what we can in the center first. So, Root Seeds, and a Sting. I mean, better Sting in the center than at the bottom, probably? Echo Transfer is amazing. Let's do that. We've got a couple of soul-crushing guilts. We could do one here to move the Clipped Defender to the back, which means we'll be hitting the Dark Wings first, which is nice. I like that. Let's do that. Move you to the back. And then I think we spend the rest of our spells here. You just die. And we hurt you guys. We've got another soul-crushing guilt, which we could use on the boss, or we could use on one of those. How much damage do we deal these days? So you do almost 270 damage these days. How about that? So you do about 150, so that's about 200. And then we kill the front one. And then you do your 270 to the next one, so we're killing everything here. Okay. In that case, we could either hold on to the soul-crushing guilt, or we could do it against the boss. I really like doing it against the boss, actually. We didn't kill the back one, but to be fair, he doesn't deal any damage, so we don't care that we didn't kill the back one. Okay, this one is annoying. All of them have spell shield. You gain armor when we play spells. Luckily, that guy in the back is dazed. You have stealth 1, which is also annoying. Don't like a lot of what I'm seeing. We could restoring retreat somebody. It would make it so that they're more of a problem next turn. Which I don't know is better, because next turn is also kind of sad. But we could Restoring Retreat. Well, we can't Soul Crushing Guilt you this turn, but we could do it next turn. So yeah, let's Restoring Retreat somebody. And who do I mean by somebody? I think it's going to be you? Okay, there's 2 Wiltwings. 2 Wiltwings there. Alright. Don't know that that was amazing, but it was something that I could do that at least was okay. Steel Polyclaw. Steel Polyclaw. We could do that on you, because you've got stealth. It means that I don't do Restoration Detonation or Soul Crushing Guilt this turn, which I wasn't planning to do this turn anyway. Oh, but the Root Seeds I wanted to do. I'm pretty confident that we bust through, but you've got stealth, so we can't bust through you. Alright, you know what? Steel Polyclaw, now's the time. Please. Great. And then we could sting at the bottom, or we could sting here for the incant. I do kind of like the incant. And then shelter, of course. Alright. I don't know if we kill the second one, but the second one doesn't do that much damage. And I think we probably do. Because we're doing a lot of damage these days. Yeah, we killed all of them. Okay, so I was thinking about putting Soul Crushing Guilt on you, so that we could sting these back to. And I still feel pretty good about that, so let's do that. Soul Crushing Guilt on you, and then we do a bunch of stings. Let's do a bunch more stings. Yeah, let's not do that one. Sting, sting. Then we do Root Seeds on not the enemy. We do the Root Seeds on you, like we usually do. Another Root Seeds. And then we probably want to Echo break something down here, like the Wilt Wings, because the Wilt Wings are annoying. And then Sting here, because we get the incant value here at least. Alright, keep the Soul Crushing Guilt for next turn. We will probably use it on that Steel Wings next turn. We've got 2 Vengeful Shards now. That's annoying. It's really annoying to have 2 Vengeful Shards in the deck. So, I think we do Soul Crushing Guilt first. And do we have 2 of them? We only have 1 of them. Okay. Soul Crushing Guilt on the Steel Wings, because we really don't care about the Steel Wings. And then everything else basically dies in the center. So, Eternal Kinstone, why not? Echo Transfer, of course we do that. Restoring Retreat. Restoring Retreat. Is it useful on anybody? Not particularly. We could do it against the boss. Or we could save the Ember. I don't really know what we're going to use that Ember for, though. Let's do some damage to you. And let's definitely kill these 2. And then Root Seeds here. Vengeful Shard. And then I guess we can Restoring Retreat one of you guys. Although I don't think it matters. We killed that Steel Wings in the back anyway. We just do so much damage. Alright, we're at the Relentless phase, which means Soul Crushing Guilt on the boss is important this turn. And then we do Root Seeds, Root Seeds, Root Seeds. I like seeing the Shelter this turn. So Sting a whole bunch of times, and Shelter. Alright, rather confident we win, since the boss has days 16, and we have a lot of health in our units, but let's watch. Let's watch and see. Yeah, the boss is not even waking up. Alright, well, that felt pretty good. We got a win with Awoken Wurmkin on Covenant rank 25, and we defeated the Homework Expert Challenge. I did my homework. The Awoken. Win a run with all Covenants enabled on the Awoken. First time we've done that. Oh right, we got 4 new cards Divinity Mastered. How about that? Including Steel Pulleyclaw, which, because it's a Concealed Caverns card, is a little bit harder to find to Divinity Master. Dazed applied 96. Alright. This is really getting up there. You can see there's like 5 to 9 cards or something on each of the categories that I have not Divinity Mastered. We're definitely working on that. And we haven't Divinity Mastered the Awoken card that is with the Last Divinity. No idea what card that is. Dazed applied 96. We beat our previous best of 69. How about that? Alright, this one was pretty good. I liked it. We only skipped 1 trial, by the way. I always like seeing at the end when I do really well, and I see that we basically did all of the trials. This one, the only one we skipped was the Ancient Hate. The Ancient Hate trial would have been kind of bad for us. I think we could have made it through, though. Alright, well next time we do another Expert Challenge, and hopefully we win. I earned my 7th Max Covenant win, filling in my 1st for the Awoken as primary, and we got 1 new achievement for that. there are very few achievements left for me to earn. I also Divinity Mastered 4 new cards, including the last card that was Mastered but not Divinity Mastered, so my numbers at the bottom, finally the same. For enemies, the Conduit Infiltrator becomes my 26th enemy for which I have registered 100 kills, where I stop counting. Goodbye, Conduit Infiltrator, you have been checked off my list. We also defeated 2 High Priests to the Light this run. Not typically one of the bosses we get 2 kills in one run, and I certainly took note when he gave me a second Vengeful Shard in the Last Divinity fight. On the left, I am featuring Animus of Will, who, with Sketches of Salvation, almost always managed to appear near the back, and therefore was the main minion that I chose to buff during a battle, which is great with Multi-Strike too. Wildwood Tome reaches my 10 battle threshold, and was also the only remaining card Mastered but not Divinity Mastered until this run. It was also good in my deck, until I upgraded my champion in such a way to no longer need it. For artifacts, I've played with Carving Kurska for the first time. It gave me a decent amount of Ember and Echoes, but I'm not sure that I ever really used them, which is a bit of a surprise. Iron Drop Cage came at just the right time, causing my Restoring Retreat to be useful even after I descended my champion. Check out my tracking sheet, there's a link in the video description. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.